Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Teen Wolf. This is episode 12 of season 5. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series so far. I've jumped straight off episode 11. Can't wait to watch episode 12, which is right now. You know, we finished the last one very interestingly with Theo and his new little alpha little pack going down into Icon House to extract Lydia. Now, obviously, she's been in here. She's had a head drilled into. Is it called Trapanation? Very interested to know how this actually works. I might have to start Googling it after this episode to see what medical procedure this is and why is it beneficial. Like, how can he drill into her mind and it open up all of her memories, open up her thoughts, and you know, I just don't understand how it works, mate. It looks like it'd be so painful. She was listening to words, you know, stay in the car, and that was like her mum, you know, when her mum was telling her to stay in the car when she was a little kid, and she's seen that her grandma had drilled into her head as well in the same place. So again, very interesting. You know, Perry found her at the start of the episode. He was the one that found her near the Nematon after Theo put his claws inside of her neck. He could sense that she was dying, which is interesting because he kind of had a vision talking to Lydia. She was expressing, you know, like, yeah, you find but you get bodies and take it to an Nematon, but you also summit of death as well, you know, like a beacon of death or something. I pretty much said that he can sense like when someone's dying just as like she does, and he went and found her, took her to Scott. You know, Scott's rushed her to the hospital. They've been trying to help her. Her mum's come in, she signed her over to Icon House. You know, she feels like that is the best place for her, which it isn't. Paris was coming in, running in, he was telling her not to happen, and that is how she got there. So we've actually had the full kind of story from episode 1 to episode 11 of how Lydia ended up in episode 1. Do you know what I mean? So it's like episode 1 was the present, pretty much. So now we're starting after episode 1 was kind of episode 11, if that makes sense. You know, like sometimes you have film series that they release the first 3 films and then they bring it back, and then the first 3 films was like the future, and that was this one, mate. Episode 1 was the future, and we've had the whole story played out, and now we're currently at the end of the story, starting here at episode 12, because she was in Echo House, she has gone down, and Theo was trying to extract her now. Interesting. The sheriff was in the hospital. Obviously, he was in there with undiagnosable wounds or whatever. Nobody knew what was going on. You know, the doctor was even saying to Melissa, why do I feel like you know a bit of information and you keep us in the dark? You know, if you know anything, tell us, mate. We could try and help him. We can save his life. She's like, mate, I do know information, but I can't explain it. I don't know what's going on with him, and you won't understand it, and it's not going to be beneficial. So I'm not going to just relay it. I kind of get where she's coming from with that one. Literally, she could tell all this stuff about the supernatural stuff, but no way, shape, or form to anything beneficial. Obviously, to help Scott, the sheriff. Now, Styles, obviously, he's trying to find this chimera that actually done this to his dad, so he can find out what's going on and how he can save him. They actually did find him. He's on the run, mate. You know, the Dread Doctors was after him. He was on the run. Now, Styles, Scott, and Malia found him. They're speaking to him. He ended up getting like loads of bones out of him. Not out of his body. Took out a lock on the wall. That is where Styles realised that it was a bit of bone that was inside him. He ran to the hospital, a bit of bone marrow's there. She's relayed it, Melissa, to the doctors, Liam's dad. They've gone in, they saved his life. That's great stuff. You know, the sheriff's back on the healthy straight and narrow, mate. Hopefully we see him up on his feet in this episode. Hayden's gone and told her sister about the Nematon. They've gone there, they found the 4 bodies, not the 8. She's one of them, the chimeras that are back alive. Interesting. Might not be called chimeras now, you know. They're part of Theo's pack. They might be something else. Now he's regen them, so to speak. He might be a totally new supernatural, who knows. But all we do know is one of them, the one, like I said, that had the bone marrow that went inside of the sheriff. He was on the run all episode from the Dread Doctors. And Theo seemed to be really concerned as well when he found out that they had pretty much caught him. He was devastated that he could have been beneficial towards his pack as he found the mercury on the floor. So again, feels really interesting. Still, like I said in the last outro, trying to figure out if I dislike him or like him right now, if he's bad or a good guy. He's had me flippy floppy all episode. So if you guys do enjoy today's episode, please smash a like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into episode 12 of season 5 of Teen Wolf.
You can't keep an eye on me 24/7.
You disappeared for 3 days. I'm keeping an eye on you for the rest of your natural warm. For all I know, you could have been dead. Stay here.
She's thinking, do I go in or do I not, mate?
Hello? Beacon County Sheriff's Department.
Liam! Sorry. What are you doing here?
I sent you like 100 texts.
You need to go.
Whoa, size on that.
What the hell is that?
Run!
What's happened to her? Wait, what? Yo, that is a beast. Liam's dangling.
Trust me?
What? No!
Wow, mate. What an interesting start. Well, my question one would be, how has it got past that police officer and up the stairs and out the cage and not attacked her? Because it ran upstairs and there's stairs behind her, you know, like she come down the zigzag stairs and they seen him at the bottom and that thing was in front of her. And then the next clip, we seen that thing breaking the fence, throwing it at Liam and Hayden and then running after them. And then she come up the stairs after it. Run! It's like, what's just got on there? Like, how's it crossed past her without attacking her? Interesting. And, you know, I would like to know as well, right, as a police officer like her, does she have to go into that? Does she have to go down into that place? Because is it suspicious? I mean, once she sees the body attacked, she'll have to go down and call it in. But like, if she just found a car that was turned on and a lock that didn't look broken, it just looked open, you know, does she have to go in? And or if she does have to stay there around the scene, is she allowed to say, mate, I'm scared of going in there, I need backup, it's sketchy? Or does she have to go in? Do you know what I mean? Because like I feel like those situations there in real life, most people would get killed, abducted, attacked. Do you know what I mean? And like, is she even on duty? Do you know what I mean? Like, because you're in law enforcement, you have to, every time you see a crime, go to it, even if you're not on duty.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're alive. I'm lucky I healed.
I saved your life.
This time.
Who saved it last time?
Theo.
She not killed her dad? She not killed him?
My dad defended someone on death row once. You know how lethal injection works? One of the drugs they use paralyzes your diaphragm.
That's mad.
Makes it impossible to breathe.
See, and this just goes straight back to Theo that he's a bad guy. Do you know what I mean? He's confirming it, because no good guy would kill somebody like that.
That looked big. Too fast for anyone to get a good look at it.
It's about time they got a bit of CCTV in this place. The last Chimera is a beast like that.
Mercury means Chimera. What was it doing here? Why come here and kill some random communications tech?
How many bodies do you actually see when you dream about the Nematon?
Everyone.
Everyone, mate. The whole world's burning to the ground. Oh, his dad's gone. Oh, that was interesting. I thought it was a vision, but no, he's looking at Donovan's body. What's Chris Batt doing, mate? What's he getting out of his safe?
Story Theo told me about the library. That's how it happened. Did you really feel like you couldn't tell me?
I couldn't tell anyone.
Wanting someone dead and murdering them are two very different things. And I would destroy every shred of evidence to protect you if I had to.
For self-defense, you know. Last time you saw into Melissa, he was saying nobody's above the law, but it was self-defense. Totally self-defense it was.
So, what, it just goes away?
Problem now is how to bear this burden. This kind of thing is not at all uncommon in law enforcement. There's a kind of counterbalance.
Like what?
Like instead of taking a life, you manage to save one. Your head knows that the only crime you committed was surviving. Your heart still thinks it was murder.
I feel like I lost something. I feel like I can't get it back.
But you get a little bit by forgiving yourself. And since that's not always the easiest thing in the world to do, then maybe you start by forgiving someone else.
Scott needs to forgive him as well. You actually need to know the full story, Scott, doesn't there? Because he still thinks that he bashed him to death with a spanner when he didn't.
I don't feel a thing.
You won't. Your body heals too fast.
Get them on your nipples, son. You know, Liam's watching. It's interesting, that, mate. What's Liam going to do with this information?
You have to come all the way out here.
You were answering your phone.
Something I'm going to do, and you're not going to like me much after I do it.
Is that why your two other heartbeats in there? Why yours is beating so fast?
I can't help.
Who's in here? Surely not the desert wall.
Get anything out of him.
Not yet. You won't get a word out of me.
What if we paid you $10,000?
Desert Wolf was last seen close to the Canadian.
He's just been fought.
She has a hostage.
Deaton.
Mate, that was hilarious. That, like, you know, I'm so strong you can talk to me. I'll never talk. I'll never, never, never. What about 10k? Yeah. She won't travel alone. She dodges the cameras. You know what I mean? Literally, in that game, anybody can be bought for the right price. Just like Hermie, she was working with I forgot what it was called now, but she was working with the other people wanting there to try and find Kate, and then they come in, Derek, with a higher offer, and Peter, and then she just switched sides. So, like I said, when you're in that game, you're there for the money. You don't care whose side you're on. Someone offers the most, you join it.
Something about Hayden. There's something wrong about her. What if it like darkens your soul? What if they're all evil now? You're alive. Yeah. You gotta
That's
be happy
not
you're
that.
alive, though. Are you? Yeah, alive is definitely better than dead. Can I ask you a question then? What are you doing Saturday night?
What a twist that was, mate. He seems like he's alright right now.
You got my password? I have all your passwords. You know they just brought in another body from last night?
Mate, trying to freeze frame that to get a clear image, is impossible. But you know it's a big, massive beast. God, mate, this a mad season for Lydia. Loud to silent, just like that, mate. Bro. Oh, it looks like Meredith.
Don't be afraid.
Deputy was attacked by an enormous animal of undetermined species.
You shouldn't be here.
Why not? You told anyone else?
I didn't think you'd want me to.
That thing out there is gonna kill a lot of people. I don't want this to sound like a warning, but you can't hide anything from me, Hayden. Remember that.
Need a new sink there, Scott, man. Oh, he's not even healing either.
Still not healing? Sometimes it just takes a little longer. I think I may figure something out. You want my help? Yeah, well, you said you can find the clues that I can't. And something really big and really fast comes charging out. Technician's body is carried out by paramedics. 2 people go in, 3 come out. I checked all the footage. Not a single person enters that building before the technician. There's another way in.
Said that, mate, last episode, yeah? When you was in the tunnels, maybe we're closer than we thought. We've been here before. You have been there, mate. And you ran up and down blind alleys constantly. And what you're not doing is going down and marking up the locations that you've been so you know if you're going down the same path. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Lydia had it on point. When her and Parrish was walking around trying to find an Emerson, they marked the trees. And at one point, it was like, mate, we've marked this tree twice. And that is how you do it. Because you know that you're in a new, fresh area if you've not been there before. And also, I'm sure that the Dread Doctors walked through a wall or something last episode. Because we zoomed down the corridors and then they was walking forward and it looked like there was no entrances to the side. So it looked like they come through a wall. I don't know. But again, like you say, is examine that footage all day. 2 in, 3 out. Interesting.
We can't wait until Saturday. EO leading an evil chimera pack wasn't exactly a natural progression to the conversation.
Fine.
That's
I'll
true.
talk to him.
You don't have to hide from me, Corey. I don't know it yet, but we're gonna protect them. Just like I'm gonna protect you. You're gonna do everything that I tell you because I know you don't want to die again.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you would think his brand new pack would be more helpful so they're all on his side.
Blood. Look where it leads to.
Oh, is it a hole in the floor? Teamwork's a dream work, that's what it is.
Corey's not texting me back. Because he left with Theo. You have to tell him. Think he'll even talk to me? You're his beta. Doesn't he have to? Sorry for leaving me for dead so that Theo could kill you? If you start off with sorry, the rest probably won't even matter.
I forgive you anyway, mate. They all do stuff in dark times, don't they?
You're not getting out of here. Someone as dangerous as you are, we can keep you here for the rest of your life.
Yo, Lydia's playing dead. Absolutely sick, mate.
You have to wake up.
You learned to fight, didn't you? You learned more than you think you did.
and faster than an ordinary person could. I am going to show you how to use your voice as a weapon.
As a weapon. You know what I mean? That guy, yeah, who cracked the glass with Lydia's scream last season, yeah, he said to the guy in the in the, you know, whatever you call it, ambulance that was bringing Lydia here, he said, mate, if she could control her scream, she could absolutely fry the inside of your mind with just one little bit of noise. So that's interesting. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've only ever seen Lydia scream in certain situations, but we've never seen her scream to use it as a weapon on an attack. Do you know, that'll be so good. Like I said, she finds all these dead bodies and she's always around all these mysteries and she's trying to solve all these cases and she's always screaming. But this time, mate, when someone attacks her, hopefully she can boom it back. That might be at, you know, the start of the season when we see her do a couple of flips and kicks. That's where she's referencing. You learned it off Perish. You picked it up faster than most people. She's there. Maybe we're not in the present right now in terms of, you know, the episode 1 that I said. In the intro, I thought that we was at the present. I thought we had episode 1. She's been telling the story all the way up until today, and then it was going from here. But no, I still feel like we're on episode 1 and we're still telling Lydia's story. And I feel like when she does wake up, that will be the moment that she's just mentioned there. She'll get up and she'll fight, and she will have learned from Meredith how to control it. She'll be doing the fighting. That's how she was throwing people, like pinging them, you know, with the bolts across the room. You didn't hear the scream, but maybe she could do silent ones, like open her mouth and hit like a sonic boom on everybody. Just like bang, bang, bang. And that would be so sick. It would just bring another layer to Lydia's already a beast character. Oh, what's that say?
Hold up that light, I'm gonna get a picture of it.
Kenema's got him. Kenema, man, that's such an OP power that they've got.
Sucks, doesn't it? Maybe they're not ready to take on an alpha. Especially one that can smell fear.
He's got fangs.
Hey, Theo. Styles. We're gonna go back to school and pretend like we're normal teenagers, but at night, we're gonna be fighting for our lives.
It's just a kid underneath. Someone like us.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, mate. You see the size of it? It's literally like going around killing people.
What are you doing here?
Looking for you? Did you really almost kill Scott to save me?
There's a supermoon.
Something's different now. I don't know why. Ever since coming back, nothing feels the same.
Apart from you two together. That's what she's going to say.
Nothing.
Except for you.
Heart wants what the heart
It's the only
wants.
thing that feels the same.
Do you know what I like about these two? Said it once, I'll say it again. Liam feels much younger than them. I actually like it. I just like, I don't know, like his vibe. I get that with Malia as well. Not that she's younger. Malia's whole vibe, her persona that she has on her, I like it. I don't know how you could dislike it, in my opinion, of the Malia character. And it's the same with Liam. Like, his vibey, like, thing, that's the only way I can explain it. His aura, yeah, I have nothing to dislike about. And I enjoy most of the scenes that he's in. I could tell when he's, like, being dead concerned and dead inexperienced. And I could tell in certain situations where, you know, he's trying to do the right thing and he's doing the wrong thing and he's confused and he doesn't know what to do. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm loving to see him swerving and all these different emotions and, like, his character progression is great.
Damnatio MEMORIAE means a condemnation of memory. It also means that whatever the Dread Doctors created, whatever this last chimera really is, it's not something new.
What the fuck? This guy? Oh, right, Chris is going to see him for something. Mate, this guy's tissue bill must be well expensive. Whoa, what's happening? Oh, it's blood now.
All this to help Scott.
You know about the Dread Doctors, don't you?
Of course he does, mate. Of course he does.
Tell me what it is.
A monster whose only purpose was to kill, but also has a rather personal connection to our family. The beast of Javadin.
He pecks at him. Are we all in agreement?
We need help. You mean Kira, who's currently battling a homicidal fox spirit inside of her? Malia, who isn't even speaking to either one of us? Lydia, who's stuck at Icon House? And Liam, who almost killed you?
Also known
Yeah.
as our best friends.
He's waiting for him to put the second circle. You seriously gonna make me do it? RAV4 getting a bit of advertisement there.
Skinwalkers are powerful shapeshifters, and not particularly welcoming to strangers on their land.
Tribal vibes. Look at them.
Take out your sword.
Kira, take out your sword. Right, it's just the first time we've seen Kira, mate, in like 4 or 5 episodes. So her mum's obviously taken her out here to, I don't know, learn her powers or something. I don't know, she's been, like Scott was saying, I mean, Styles, she's had this monster, whatever you'd want to call it, this fox, demonic fox around her, she's struggling to control. Maybe she comes here, she could gain some information off these guys or fight them. I don't know. I do like the costumes though, tribal style. Face paint look well sick. I love how Scott done that little circle in the sand and then he was like, mate, you're making me do that second one around it. And obviously he's done it. He said he still hates his tattoo, his double band. That's funny. I wonder if in real life he does hate it as well. And that was just a bit of banter that they've thrown in there. Again, you know, they want to reunite the pack now, which makes total sense. You know, they've got a bigger enemy that is here that they've got to take down. Now we see Malia. She was, well, at first she was scrapping with that guy, wasn't she? She was trying to get information. Then just bribed him with a bit of cash, got all the info that they need. So obviously she's trying to go after the Desert Wolf as well. Desert Wolf's trying to go after her. She's trying to go after her. Very interesting. Both of them after each other. And now obviously at one point, Malia's going to be cowering in a corner, defeated in one of the battles. Mate, you can be defeated in a battle, but not the war. So I'm excited for that one to come. Lydia's still in Icon House. I thought, like I said in the intro, that we was going to go bang, 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 bang. Episode 12 would be straight after episode 1. Because I thought that we was going to continue from Theo being down in the basement with Lydia. Last episode and Perish coming in. And that was going to be the continuation of the story into the present. But no, mate. She's still there. She's still, you know, in the bed, unresponsive. Lay there, astral projecting. She's found Meredith. Meredith's come back. She said, look, mate, you need to wake up. But I'm going to help you. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to help you control your powers. Going to help you do your fighting, control your scream, use it as a weapon. And that's making me think that he's still back in the past. Because, like I said, in episode 1, we're seeing her busting out a few moves here and there. And sonicking, booming people around. And she was fighting. And that was after being trained off Parry. So, also, Parry, what's happened to him? What happened? Like, so last episode, we ended with Theo and his crew down in the basement. He come in on fire, broke down the door. This episode, we started no Perish in the whole episode. Each of his pack was in the school in different scenarios. And then Theo's like, obviously, united kind of with Scott at the end. They said, look, mate, we've got one common enemy. That big dude. And you know what? You might think we're bad, but we need to team up. My pack and your pack go after this Chimera. So again, it's really interesting that this whole episode was kind of like the ending of the last episode never happened, which is, in my personal opinion, really interesting. Okay, and that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Very interesting. Like I said, we ended with Theo kind of proposing to Scott that he is not his enemy right now. He is his asset, pretty much. You know, he's got his own little pack going on here, and you've got your pack. Can I tell you what? They're going to need it, because that looks like an absolute beast, doesn't it, mate? It looks like Peter Hale, but on steroids. It looks so much more bigger. And obviously, I can't remember who said it, but pretty much it just wants to destroy everything. It wants to go around killing people. It's already killed somebody in down there, hasn't it? And it looks like he's just on a mass destruction to kill everybody. Now, still trying to figure out, yeah, unless I've missed it, what the Dread Doctor's plans totally are. Seems like they've done this before and it's not successfully happened. Now, they may have got close and they're back again and they're doing it. And I still really don't know what the end goal is. You know what I mean? I know we're on episode 12, still got ages left. Literally, it feels like we've still got a full season left. But it's like, what is the end goal? What they're trying to achieve? They try to utilise Theo, try to utilise all the chimeras, you know, your conditions terminal, boom, dead, 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 killing them all. And now they've got this big massive beast and it's going around killing people. Like, is that what they want? Just to cause chaos and destruction? Or what is, you know, do they want to resurrect someone? Do they want to get powers themselves? When we've seen one of them without the mask on, not seen his front face, seen the back of his head, it was all like burnt and scalded, and his arms was all like cut up and been stitched all over. And it's like really interesting. It actually is really interesting. So still need to learn more about them, even though they're intimidating when all three of them walk together. You know, we've still got Malia trying to search for the Desert Wolf, search for her mum, trying to take her out. She's trying to take her out as well. We've been informed that, you know, she's been dodging like CCTV, she won't travel, and she's got a hostage in Deaton, which makes sense because we did see her last time with him. You know, Kira, she's back now. She had a few episodes absent. She's here. She's fighting in the desert, looks like, with like these tribal people who look really good actually. When he was stood there, look like proper true warriors. Probably trying to control, obviously, the fox that's inside of her with the help of her mum. And obviously we've got Liam. He's going to apologise. Well, has he actually? No, he went to apologise to Scott, didn't he? He was knocking on to the veterinarian. He was knocking on, wasn't there. Who come? Yeah, that's right, Hayden. She comes, she was like, look, mate, ever since I've been reborn, whatever you want to call it, you know, everything feels different. Well, of course it does. You've got superpowers now, haven't you? I would like to know what actual supernatural she's turned into. I know that she said that she did know that lad was in that like train yard thing when she was with Theo, when he found the mercury on the floor, and she was like, how do I know that? He's like, never mind, it doesn't really matter. Do you know what I mean? And he come to the police station as well, and he said, look, mate, there's nothing that you can hide from me, you know, when he was asking her questions. Obviously he's not taking his part like the best way. You know what I mean? You would think that he's got all these new people. He's now the leader. He's the alpha. You would think that he would try to be more friendly, more approachable, and like, I don't know, try to make everybody feel more welcome. But he's been more intimidating. He's kind of like forcing it. I'm the alpha. I'm the alpha. And like, I don't know with this show, like, but you see it in many other shows that when somebody pushes too far, the rest unite and stand up against you and try to take you out. So again, he has to watch it. He's brought them back, but he's thinking that they all should be like eternally grateful. Toy Story, but no, mate. You know, if he's not treating them well, then they're all just going to be like, just want to leave you. So he has to watch that there. That he has got his own part, but don't mean they're going to fight for you the way Styles fights for Scott, and the way obviously Scott might be the leader, but they're all together. Do you know what I mean? Don't matter who you are, they come after you, they come fight you. They still got to go and get Lydia. They got to help her. Like I said, she's still in Icon House. And, you know, it's good that Styles has gone to Scott to ask for a bit of help. You know, Scott looked a bit shocked because all season that's not really happened. They kind of fell out. Like I said, Liam went to apologise to Scott before Hayden come. And like Mason said, look, the best way to start is just say sorry. Start off with saying sorry, and then the rest probably doesn't even matter. And that is true, you know. He's the alpha, he's the beta. He's going to know that he's going to make mistakes sometimes. He knows that he's manipulated by Theo. He knows that obviously his emotions was running high with Hayden, and it was a supermoon. All these factors do come into play. So Scott's not going to be judgmental. He's not going to like dismiss him, and he will just accept him and embrace him with open arms. It's good that Liam and Hayden kissed again. You know, he makes me happy, Liam, and I like his character, and I do want to see more of these two together, to be honest. But that is where we currently are. Really exciting stuff. Like I said, two packs are going to be uniting soon to go after one common enemy, and it's going to be exciting to see how they take down this big, massive, well, I was going to say alpha, but big, massive chimera that the Dread Doctors have now got in charge. Like they said, on the wall, when they seen those two big beasts, so to speak, fighting, that is coming, it's coming true, isn't it? It's coming, you know, it's coming a reality. So again, like I said, I still need to know what the Dread Doctors want to get out of all of this, but I am liking it, and I'm excited to see all the packs reunite back together. You know, Scott's lost all of his right now, but he said in last episode, him and Styles kind of broken up, Liam and Styles are broken up. Well, let's get the band back together, mate. Literally, get the songs playing, get the tunes on, get everybody back, and let's go and take down, obviously, the Dread Doctors, Theo, and then hopefully you can go on your merry way graduating and go to the same college maybe next season. It'd be nice to see the final season, different vibes away from Beacon Hills, you know what I mean? Just send us out into the city and see what we could do with that. But that's where we currently are. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please smash the like, it really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.